Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are the Podstars, and we're here to bring you a movie review. I know it's a little late. We're going to do Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes, Zach, I see you in my peripherals being a little tool. You're going to sit over there. That's where you're going to go. Class.
You say twat.
What? That's not fair.
What's a British insult?
Twat.
No, another one.
Is that like for JJ?
Yeah, it's like a twat.
Okay,
A
twat.
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 You know what a twat is?
Wanker. You stupid wanker.
You don't know what a twat is?
I know. I want another one, I
Scallywag.
said. Scallywag is a pirate insult. Anyway,
Is it?
I'm going to throw it to Miguel. Miguel,
So,
what did you think of Spider-Man Homecoming?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, I think we were all in agreement. I
thought it was good. Probably one of Spider-Man's best outings, if not the best.
So
Spider-Man
is this,
film to
for
date.
you, is this your best Spider-Man movie?
It's too early to say. I only watched it once. I need to watch it at least 2 or 3 more times, and then go back and watch what I think is the quintessential Spider-Man movie, which is, in my opinion, Spider-Man 2.
With Dr. Octavius?
Yes.
What about you guys? Yeah? Same thing?
Go
ahead.
But yeah, so I think that was the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Now watching this movie, I feel like this one is on par, or if not better. But I need to watch it a couple more times and then rewatch part 2. But like, it is an amazing film. Like,
I agree.
It is probably the best Spider-Man incarnation that I think we've had since they put him on film.
For me personally, this is my favorite Spider-Man movie. I think it's probably one of the best. I think the villain was great. I think the only thing lacking from the
Michael
Vulture
fucking Keaton, bro.
was a good fight scene. Like, I feel like they had a couple good scenes, but I feel like we needed just one good fight scene to take us over the top, which we didn't really get.
Yeah, there wasn't a Doc Ock.
Yeah, exactly. There wasn't a Doc Ock train scene.
Yeah.
The closest thing I think would be when Vulture was out of his suit and Peter's walking in that underground thing, and then his glider comes in and cuts the whole building, falls on him. That scene was really good and really powerful. His friend Ned was great. The whole interaction, him finding out who the Vulture was, I think was fantastic. He goes to the house to pick up his
That was like
his girl.
blind.
Everybody in the audience, as soon as he opened the tomb, we were like,
Yeah,
they were like, oh shit!
Everyone.
That was a fantastic
great.
spoiler, and I was not spoiler. It was a fantastic surprise,
Yeah.
and that we all got to enjoy. Reveal.
Yeah, that was great.
And then him going on the car ride, him being awkward the whole time, not figuring out. And then him in the car ride,
Him getting it.
yeah.
Because he didn't know initially until like near the end of the ride.
Yeah,
and he's like,
when his daughter was like,
this
oh, you
is-
disappeared. This is that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like that was a very human, like,
Definitely.
deduction.
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
it
That's
was.
a really good way to put it.
It wasn't like, oh, you're friends with Spider-Man? You're Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Or it wasn't like after she said everything, he still didn't get it. Like any regular person, after what she said,
Yeah, would be like,
would pick it up and be like, oh no, yeah, this fucker's Spider-Man,
Yeah, especially everything that he's seen on his side.
And I'm like, oh, it was so good.
Like, he's like, hey, Liz, you can go out. I'm going to have the father date.
that was great.
And he's like, I'm going to kill
That was
you.
smooth.
He pulls out the burner.
Yes. Puts it on there, like, so. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a very good scene. So, what
Do you guys
think?
any initial comments on the movie before we get deep down in it?
Really fast. We all saw it
Okay.
at different times,
Yeah.
and all of our audiences gasped when that reveal
Yeah,
happened.
that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Because my cinema lit up when that happened.
Oh, man.
He is by far one of the most charismatic villains that Marvel has ever had.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel
Yeah,
like one
definitely.
of the things they do consistently though is that they make a character who's a really charismatic villain like Loki, and then he eventually became a good guy. Or
Anti-hero.
And
Anti-hero.
yeah.
with the Vulture, actually the same thing because they're making that Sinister Six movie, and
Well, we hope so.
Maybe.
hopefully, him, Scorpion.
What did you see at the end?
Doc Ock. Doc Ock is like.
Yeah, he's like
He's
the
on
he's
the
like
main,
yeah.
really.
Oh, absolutely.
He
No, I
creates it.
thought that you meant that he was in
Essentially.
Homecoming.
Oh no.
That to me, that was by far one of the best Peter Parkers that I've ever seen. Like even against
Tobey Maguire,
and
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, he's by far the best Peter Parker, and they made him younger. They weren't passing like a friggin' 25-year-old, like a teenager in high school, which they did with both Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire was in uni, right? He wasn't in.
He was
high school.
old as hell.
Yeah,
He's like 30-something.
Yeah, they were going on a uni field trip, which was peculiar. No, terribly peculiar. Rabbit hole. You're right.
Zach,
Yes.
next.
Yes.
What are your initial thoughts before?
Oh, that was a great movie, man. And I'm a Spider-Man fan.
That's a good thought.
Like, I'm a Spider-Man fucking fan.
I mean, we all are.
No. They like their superheroes. That is mine. Anyways, so I think it was a great movie. Like you said, it was probably the best movie. You guys all said that. I don't know, like the Spider-Man trilogy, the first one was good for me. I just lost all respect for it with the third movie. I feel like it just killed the whole trilogy. I don't like the third movie. It was fucking terrible. But other than that, I think it was like great. It was the youngest Spider-Man. It was like he's like a sophomore or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think each one was either in junior year or senior year, or like
Looking like they were
college.
seniors in college.
Yeah, basically.
Where's your
and,
thesis?
honestly, the Peter Parker was great, man. Like Tom Holland, he fucking killed it, man. Fucking killed it.
We were talking off air before the show aired, recorded. Wow, sorry. And you're going through all the Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about the Easter eggs that that happened in the movie?
Mike Gargan was like
Yeah,
obvious.
I could run through it. You guys could say something for like 2 seconds as I'm pulling it up.
Well, Mike Gargan was one of them, obviously. They introduced Scorpion.
The Scorpion at the end.
Yeah.
And I like that how he acts.
It was like through the movie. They said his name.
Yeah. At the end scene, he's like, "Oh, you know who Peter Parker is?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to tell you."
Yeah.
Which was I like
Which
that.
is
little
was
fun.
very
Two
honorable.
shockers they had as well.
Yeah,
Shockers.
two shockers. Yeah.
We saw the Tinkerer in this movie, who makes like all the evil gadgets for all the villains and stuff like that.
Yes.
So yeah,
The license plate, which was
The license plate.
Donald Glover's license plate.
Donald Glover's license plate was
Oh, it said Prowler.
Yeah.
No,
it said
it was like the issue where like Miles is introduced or something,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
no.
Basically.
Or like some ultimate something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ultimate
So-
universe.
Donald Glover's the Prowler.
So
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
And his nephew is Miles Morales that they're talking
Yeah.
about.
So like the
Oh yeah, I got that part.
the Easter eggs, and I guess like the universe building that they did with Spider-Man, I thought was great. Before the movie came out, they said that
Oh yeah.
the little kid in Iron Man 2, at the climax of the scene where he has like the Iron Man mask on and he puts it up, that's actually Peter Parker. They
Really?
like,
Yeah, they
they
just
stated
confirmed that.
it's official, like that's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Because remember that the climax of the scene happened in Queens, and if you pull the timelines together,
It ends up.
what you would assume is the age of that kid adds up to Parker.
And that just further supports,
Him being in the universe or whatever.
yeah, and then him looking up to Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
and then
yeah.
like the
Okay.
wounds that Tony had in the Spider-Man movie matched his fight in Civil War. And then also Tony mentioning like that he's making a shield for Cap. And people are like, "Oh, well, they're enemies. Why is he making a shield for Cap?" And he's like, he's mad at him. They're not enemies.
Yeah.
He's mad at him. Like they're like a married couple.
Bro, in the Civil War, he smiles.
Yeah,
Like,
and they
he's
had a
like,
spat.
Yeah.
Let it go. So I'm interested to see what shield he was making. I think it's the hologram one.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's going to be the new one in the comics where it has like the blade at the end.
I
The
hope
square with the blade. No, you don't like that one? I
not.
like
No,
that.
It's so like aggressive.
You gotta be aggressive. Thanos is coming. You gotta be aggressive.
What else? They had Cindy Moon in the
Ah.
in the movie.
Did they really?
Yeah, so Cindy Moon was the little Asian girl in his like
Yeah, I didn't know
debate team or whatever the hell it was.
Cindy Moon is Silk. Is a new character introduced in the Spider-Man world. She's
Yes.
like bitten by the same spider as
She
him.
was bitten by the same spider. And then she was kidnapped by one of Spider-Man's villains named
Oh, I forget.
the Jackal.
It was Jack.
It was Jackal.
And he kept Cindy Moon, his classmate, in like some kind of
Like solitary bunker.
in a solitary bunker for I forgot what reasons, but she spent her entire life after being bitten there. And then once Spider-Man found out she existed, he went to the bunker and set her free.
Yeah.
And she has pretty much the same powers that he does. And because they were bitten by the same spider, whenever they're around each other, like their pheromones or whatever kick into high gear, and they always like bone. So
It's an elegant way to put it.
yeah, so she was in the movie. Like that's her name,
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. If she's ever gonna become Silk, probably
I don't
not.
think so.
But just the fact that they leave the door open to something
Yeah.
is always nice. Let me see.
Before you went a bit further,
Yes.
I feel like it's a bit selfish on my end to want a Spider-Verse movie because I feel like a lot of Hollywood audiences aren't going to want that many spiders with the same basic like powers in the same film. But between Miles, Cindy, and Peter, I feel like we can get a lot of spiders in one movie.
We got Tobey Maguire in there, bro. Really fuck shit up, you know what I'm saying?
It's alright.
I think it'll be better a Spider-Verse animated movie. I think would be a lot better than an actual live action.
Is that not what they're doing?
I do.
No, Miles Morales has an animated movie coming out next December, but it's not like a Spider-Verse movie. So at least not right now anyway.
I mean, Spider-Verse wasn't a good comic, but I feel like there's so many avenues to like explore the Spider family
I like
that
it.
it's worth going over. Because like, maybe not even like Spider-Verse, because like between Kane, Ben, Peter, Miles, Cindy, I think that might be all of them.
There's a lot of Spider characters.
Yeah,
Right, you're right.
We're gonna do that.
Rabbit holes again. Sorry guys, we go down.
We're gonna put like a rabbit hole.
Wait.
When we get better at editing, we're gonna put like a rabbit hole warning whenever
Yeah.
Aisan or one of us just goes on a rabbit hole.
Oh, so universe building or world building
Yeah.
or connecting, like I was saying. So Peter Parker's professor in the movie was the college student eating pizza in Edward Norton's Hulk. So if you go back and you see it, he's saluting Edward Norton with a pizza, saying thanks for the pizza, because Edward Norton had to sneak into the high school to get into like a computer or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's the same character, and he now is a professor in Peter Parker's school.
Same actor or same character?
Same actor, same character,
Okay, so it's both.
which was pretty cool.
Alright.
Any other
And then
Easter eggs for us?
yeah, I like two more, I think.
Okay.
In a quick scene, you see a church called the New Church of Asgard.
Oh.
So there's like a religion starting up in New York City after like the Norse mythology
Mhm.
due to Thor landing there and doing God knows what.
Okay.
They talked about Thor's hammer. I mean Thor's magic
The
belt,
magic belt.
which Thor's magic belt. I forgot the name of it. It's really complicated,
It's memorable.
but it enhances his powers by like 200%.
Yeah, he gets super
like
strong
that.
with it. Maybe he's gonna wear that when he fights Thanos. That'd be really cool to see that.
Also, I told him this off air. You guys weren't here yet, but the Shocker originally always has like two shot gauntlets, and in the movie you only see him using one. And the reason is because in Captain America: Civil War, Captain America's fighting Crossbones, and he has both gauntlets. Now he dismantles one off of Crossbone, then Crossbone commits suicide, blowing up the left-handed gauntlet. So, Michael Keaton's team picks up the right-handed one, and that's why they only use one.
Wow, right?
Exactly. Like
Interesting.
little things like that. It's like world building, word
Yeah,
connecting.
definitely.
Like that's freaking cool.
One of the fight scenes that we saw them all wearing the masks in the bank. Apparently, it's one of the comics. I didn't know that.
So you know how they wear the mask of the Avengers and stuff like that. That was pulled from Ultimate Spider-Man issue like 10 or 15. Like he goes to stop a bank robbery and they're all wearing like Avengers masks.
And the one scene, you know, the one I was mentioning earlier, where all the concrete falls on him and Peter's screaming out he needs help. He sees a little kid and he's crying. Like that's from Amazing Spider-Man number 33. So that's a whole
like
big
they
thing as
did a
well.
lot of like
little Easter eggs
and taking stuff from movies. I mean,
any,
from
other,
comic books.
any other major ones?
Then one more, and then I'm done because I don't want to keep
Fine.
going down that whole thing. There's a huge list of
Okay.
stuff. But his Parker's principal is the grandson of one of the Howling Commanders from the original Captain America movie.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah. So they had originally cast the same actor. People were like, "Oh, they're casting the same actors to play different roles. Like that's stupid. You're messing up continuity and all that stuff." And it actually turns out that he's the grandson of the person from the Howling Commandos from the original Captain America movie.
A little more.
And then when Peter Parker goes into the office to speak to the principal because he got in trouble for whatever reason, he has a picture of his grandfather in the back with the medals he won during the war that they were fighting with Captain America. Thought that was pretty cool.
awesome stuff. So.
Nice.
All right, so now it's time for your favorite scene, guys. Zach, your favorite scene. What is it?
The part, and I thought it was funny.
Right.
It was hilarious to me when he starts interrogating Donald Glover with the voice.
Oh,
I started dying, bro.
Interrogation mode.
Interrogation.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not
Where's
your
Vulture?
He's like, this is my voice. It's like, you sound like a girl. He's like, I don't sound like a girl. And it's like, his voice was like, it was hilarious. And he was like, tell him to get an interrogation mode, Karen.
Karen.
Oh, Karen, the AI was
Yeah.
fantastic during the whole thing, man.
Who apparently is Jarvis's wife
in
in
real
real
life.
life. The person who plays Jarvis in Iron Man, that's his wife, who plays Karen.
That's how she had the job. So.
Really?
Oh, really? Oh,
What about the
okay.
scene where it's not one of my favorites, but just funny because you're thinking of that same thing, where Ned is like he's finally the guy in the chair and the computers, and then one of the teachers comes up like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, watching porn." I was
That was
dying.
great. That was great. And I knew he was going to say that. He's going to say he's watching porn.
That took a bullet for his man.
That's a real response, though.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
it's
a
a real
real what he was
response.
doing to a real response.
Like,
It was great. It was great.
Iceland, favorite scene?
I'd have to say similar with Zach. I feel like the best one that got me grinning ear to ear was when Donald Glover or Prowler mentioned his nephew lives here. Like, honestly, I mean, when it comes to Miles, I feel like he's a good character. I'm probably going to rabbit on this just a bit. Just a bit.
Just a little
That's
little
fine.
rabbit hole.
It's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
universe,
so I feel like Miles' origin, which is completely taken from his comic books and put into Peter's, like even down to Genki / Ned Leeds. Like Miles' best friend, and people talk about how Miles has no character at all the time. Like I'm on 4chan, I'm on Reddit, I'm on like these websites that completely just lambast Miles as a character because admittedly Bendis doesn't write him in a really good way, but his entire origin, him being in school, him having like a big Asian for our best friend, like the entire concept of Miles is taken over and put into Peter's Homecoming film. And I feel like that just shows that it's not completely unreasonable to believe that Miles has some sort of character, but I get how people still complain about him more often than not.
Okay.
I'd like to see him in a sequel. Like I would love, as unlikely as it is, to see a Spider-Man sort of sequel. Like you don't have to have Miles in the movie like as a primary character, as an ancillary character. Sure, like have him like okay, Peter, I'm not because in Miles' origin, he's like okay, I'm not going to do this. I have powers already, but I'm not going to use them until Peter dies in the Ultimate Universe. So I don't need Peter to die. I just need Miles to be reluctant and say I'm not going to do this. And at the climax of the movie, for example, you can have Miles just jump in and like help Peter out because you can have more than one Spider in a film. It won't get too crowded with two people having powers. As we've seen in like Guardians of the Galaxy and we've seen in like the Avengers movies, it's completely reasonable to have more than one like character with powers in it.
I see the next trilogy being Miles Morales.
Think so?
Next trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
after
that'll-
After Tom
I'd
Holland,
watch it.
after Tom Holland, I see it happening.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch
It'd be
it.
really good.
Like,
So what do you reckon? Like, it's going to be a Tom Holland trilogy and then a Miles Morales trilogy?
I could definitely see that.
I see that happening.
I see Sony doing that because they've lost $83 million between since
wow.
the fiscal year started. Mind you, last year there was $103 million, so it's an increase.
Yeah.
But
I
with
know.
the Emoji Movie doing as bad as it has,
They-
Sony's lost loads.
I feel like they're gonna test the water with the animated Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
See how that goes. Which I think it's a bad way to test the waters. It's
Yeah,
an animated movie
Yeah, that's
with
good
not
idea.
Peter Parker, but I think they're gonna see what happens from there and then go from there.
So favorite scene in the movie? We go.
Me, it'll probably be there's so many good scenes. Probably the DC scene, just because like looking at it. At first I was like, why is it such a big deal for him to climb that thing? Like that's nothing to Spider-Man. And then I come back and I'm like, wait, he just became Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's not good at his job. He's not good at what he does. And they show examples of that throughout the entire film. He's not good at being Spider-Man yet.
Mhm.
Which I liked. And him just going up it and it being like a chore, trying to get in,
Oh yeah.
and how to
He has to
effectively,
go out and then swing.
yeah,
and break the
how to
glass.
effectively save the people in the elevator.
Mhm.
Like I liked it. So I feel like
What about Karen telling him to kiss the girl?
Oh
that was
that
great.
great.
It's
That
your
was
chance,
great.
Peter. It's your chance. Tell you love her.
Tell you love
Tell you love her. Kiss her.
And look at the whispering
Kiss her,
voice. That's such a
And it's sultry.
No, yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was a human
Nah, that
voice.
was funny.
So yeah, that was my favorite scene. What about yours, bro?
I think my favorite scene has to be when he picks her up for prom.
Oh
I think I was gonna say, the whole scene where he
Character
walks up
moment.
underneath, and you have the whole glider thing. I was gonna say that, but it has to
Yeah.
be the whole scene.
He's like,
For when he goes into that, he picks up the
That's a
thing.
really good impression of his face.
It was. Like you sense the awkward, the tension that Peter faces. Like that's a killer in there, and that's like his girl's dad, and he has to get rid of
that's
everything.
I feel like that's when the real world
Hits
finally
him.
him in the face.
Yeah,
This
definitely.
is the consequences that you are going to face as
Yes.
a superhero. This is what you want to do. This is the thing that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Yeah, bad guys got families too.
Yeah, it's not so black and white, and you just put them in jail. There are going to be consequences, and this is gonna affect people on both sides, you know.
Then him doing the car ride to the dance, everything with that was great. You see him just watching Michael Keaton figure everything out, piecing together. His acting was beautiful. And then we noticed in the next scene after that Peter left his phone in there to track it. Like that quick second thinking, he's like, "Oh my God, things are happening. Drop my phone so I can trace it."
That was a good
That was
example.
fantastic.
That was a great example
Because-
of his uncle's like his quote: "With great power comes great responsibility. You either go to the dance with your girlfriend, or you go stop this guy because you gotta stop him.
Yeah.
It's your fucking duty."
Favorite quote of the movie,
What
Aunt
the
May at
fuck?
the end. What the fuck? When
I
she
was like,
sees him as
That was great.
That's
That's
such a
perfect.
good complication for
Yeah.
this movie.
Mhm.
That has never been explored.
Never.
No, you're right.
You
You're
gonna
right.
say something?
No. I'm speaking of.
That's your job.
Speaking of like, the end of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
how do you all feel about MJ? The reveal, like, I mean, I've read interviews where they're like MJ weren't meant to be like a big thing or big reveal,
Yeah.
but
So
if you can't say that and then devote an entire scene to her saying, "My friends call me MJ."
Well, see, this is what I got from it, and then when I read what Kevin Feige said, I was like, it like lamented or cemented what I was thinking. I think that it was just paying homage to the MJ character, like the essence of that character. And then I read what he said in an interview. He said, "This is not MJ. She will never be Mary Jane Watson. The initials of her name are just a wink and a kind of an indication to the audience
That's
the kind of
gonna be-
relationship that she's gonna have with Peter."
Yes.
But isn't that in its essence meant to be like MJ? Because
I feel like this is gonna be our MJ for this
Yes.
universe.
Which is
and
fine.
I'm fine with
You
That's
that.
think,
fine with that.
so
She's
you
right.
think she's before Gwen?
I'm sorry.
You think she's gonna be before
I think
Gwen or instead
I
of
think
Gwen?
Gwen isn't gonna exist.
Which is fine with me.
That's
I don't
fine.
think they're gonna touch her, and that's
that's
fine because Sam Raimi's one didn't have her for the first two films, and she probably wasn't even gonna be in the third one. Honestly, they just threw her in there.
Conflict.
And I'm fine with that. And I don't need the redhead supermodel MJ. Like I really don't need her.
So for me, when they did the whole MJ reveal, I was like, oh, this is the movie trolling us again. Like when after you wait for the after the credit scene,
Mm-hmm.
and then just another Captain America PSA announcements, which were fantastic in the movie.
Yeah,
It's like,
they were funny.
Patience is a virtue. You need to make sure you do it, and then it ends there. So it's like, oh, that combined with that, they're just trolling us. It's not supposed to be Mary Jane Watson. It's just like you were saying, more eloquently.
But I think she was great. I think she
She was a great little weird nerd person.
Yeah, she was a great love interest of that thing.
I don't know if
She was
love
funny.
interest.
She was funny.
She was a little
I
weird
think-
person.
I
So it was
feel like
fine.
she's
Which is
spunky
fine.
in like the youthful, like modern day,
Yeah.
like
Like,
teenage
she was,
sort of
like
way.
he was
But
looking
I
at
feel
them
like-
having fun, and she was just like,
Yeah, I feel like as
"This is
an
great."
adult,
Like that's a normal. I do that shit all the time.
I
to
feel
people.
like she's like she's attracted to him because she
Yeah.
obviously
Definitely.
was always observing him.
define attracted too, because she's just like you said, she's making like
she's not. I'm not obsessed with him or
she's
anything.
acknowledging he exists. I don't think that inherently means she's like attracted to him.
Well, no, there's a difference between acknowledging he exists
You don't think
and
she has any
acknowledging
feelings for him?
No, not
and
at all. She
acknowledging his movements and his whereabouts.
Yeah, like she
She
knows.
constantly knows
Yeah.
that he's disappearing.
Yeah, always. She's like, "Oh, where do you go, Peter? Do you
Yeah.
have a secret?"
No, I get that, but that's just her because she seems very, very.
Yo,
like,
let my man get some ass.
Yo, my man, he's on play.
Oh my god, that's it.
Alright, we're about out of time. Any
Holy
last
crap,
minute
what the-
thoughts? Exactly.
Yeah. It goes by fast.
Any last minute thoughts on the movie, Zach?
I think it's great. And
That's it. That's
I
all you want to convey to the people in the world.
Man, I hope it's a Sinister Six movie. I hope somehow they include Venom in something. He doesn't want it, but I definitely will. I think Tom Hardy would be a great Venom. Anyways, continue.
Isan, closing thoughts?
It's a good movie. It's not perfect. There's so much more they can do. I hope the sequel just enables them to just explore the universe a bit more.
That was an amazing movie. Can't wait to see it again. And kudos to Sony, Marvel, and Tom Holland for what they did in the movie.
And fuck you, Kirsten Dunst.
Wow,
Amazing.
oh my god.
Spider-Man.
Definitely a fun movie, definitely
yeah,
a good
yeah.
summer flick.
Then we can talk about it.
This
Yeah.
rabbit hole, guys. We're
That,
wrapping up.
that, that was part of it.
Alright,
That was a thing.
Alright, my bad. I'm sorry.
Also, and for all you folks that said, "Oh, it was too funny," no, that's Spider-Man. He's funny. It's just
Do people say that?
yeah. Some people were like, "Oh, it was too funny." I
They
don't
were
think.
stupid, but anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
think that wraps it up for the Jersey Conference. The wrong show. Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
You see, this is why I told you guys to do it. I'm just so used to saying it. This wraps it up for the Box Stars. Oh my god.
That's
sorry.
Rob.
I'm Rob. Yeah. I'm
No,
unfortunately.
his name is Trader now. Just Trader Joe.
Trader Joe.
Wow.
Who did Joe betray?
He's a
I'm
race
shocked,
trader.
by the way.
Race trader.
Yo, Beast, I'm gonna call you Hank McCoy from now on.
Alright. I'm Miguel.
Thank you.
Well, you know he's Rob.
Yeah.
I'm Peter Parker.
All right. That wraps
Miles
it up for
Morales.
That's a bit racist, but okay.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Smash that like button.
Some
Please.
Boom.
Boom.